Hey everyone, welcome back to the Dell'Olio YouTube channel, the only channel on YouTube with more hoodies than marine cells. Let's get right into the topic of today's video. As you can see, my topic board is clear, but my computer screen is not. Also, before you say anything, I'm pretty sure this is paint. I honestly don't know where this stain came from, and it really sucks. Although I got the Super Nintendo hoodie for like $7 at H&M, because it came with it's got a tiny little hole in it. Who cares, right? Today's topic. Woo! This has been a long time coming. Heavily requested content right here. Daggum Goldfish with an E. Because they're essential. I know most of you people haven't kept goldfish since you were like 5, 6, you know? And you always kept them in pretty small containers, right on. You kept them in those little bowls or whatever. You got them at the carnival or whatever. Which sucks, because goldfish can live a really long time. I mean, shoot, regular goldfish can live 5 to 10 years if taken care of properly. So as someone who's a massive fan of goldfish, and who has 5 regular kind of goldfish, and then 3 koi, I felt I would take it upon myself to inform the masses. By the masses, I mean the 45 views I usually get on my YouTube videos. And tell y'all why goldfish are the best. The best, bar none, of any fish in the entire world. Alright, couple criteria for this list. We're not going to talk about eating them. I just feel like, I haven't looked it up, but I feel like a goldfish wouldn't be good to eat. Well, there's something about them. Second criteria. These facts have to be goldfish related. Alright, let's go. I'm getting all this information from a website called puregoldfish.com/facts/. So maybe take it with a grain of salt, because the source material seems to be a little biased. But that, I mean, not a grain of salt, because they're freshwater fish, number one. But number two, I mean, goldfish are the best fish in the entire world, as we will discuss. Number one, baby. And by number one, I mean that in more than one way. Number one in the world, baby. Goldfish are the number one most kept fish in aquariums in the world. Look, if that doesn't automatically speak to how great of a creature they are, look, you don't see people walking around, you know, looking at what just happened to my voice? Looking at golden retrievers and saying, well, that's, you know, it's kind of a trash dog. It's not interesting or whatever. That's like the most popular dog in the entire world. And everybody loves golden retrievers. Yeah. Goldfish, golden retrievers. Match made in heaven. My house, when I get one, I'm not living in this tiny apartment that I'm paying way too much for, will be filled with golden retrievers and goldfish. If I could knock out this whole wall and put a massive aquarium in, and just fill it with goldfish, I would. I love goldfish. Number 3 on the list, goldfish can see more colors than your stupid face, huh? You know, this is the spectrum of colors that we see. This is the spectrum of colors that goldfish see. Alright, I need more. Daddy needs his juice. I'm gonna sneak past you, baby. Dropped it on the ground between takes before I opened it, clearly. No, Marcus, you dropped it on the ground, and then as it was open, and then friggin' retard. Anytime you talk about goldfish, they're always going to be the goldfish haters. The G haters is what I like to call them. Right on? They're always like, yeah, they're just a little derpy, you know? They've only got like a 2 to 3 second memory. Wrong! Idiot. And I bet you feel stupid now. Because according to this website, some insane Israeli scientists decided, hey, you know what we're going to do? We're going to train goldfish to remember the sound of a dinner bell to come for food. They then released them into the sea. You know, maybe that's a bit of a stretch, maybe a little extreme. And then 5 freaking whole months later, the golden boys came running back once they heard a dinner bell. Look, so first off, this experiment teaches us 2 things about goldfish. Number one, they're a heck of a lot tougher than even I thought they were. I mean, I knew they were tough, but like 5 months in a sea? I figured all these literal centuries of domesticating them would have dumbed them down by this point. Look, dogs aren't even immune to that. Yet we got goldfish that we've had probably not as long as dogs, but still, we've had them for a while, and they're still not as stupid as your King Cavalier, King Charles Spaniel, whatever it's called. What you thought it was cool that they remembered a dinner bell? Check this out. Fact number 12. Goldfish can recognize faces. Alright? Your friggin' dog still barks at the mailman. My goldfish are up here silent as a little church mouse. Right on? At the beginning, I said they lived anywhere between 5 to 10 years. The oldest domestic goldfish lived to be in his mid-40s. What? Have you ever heard of a fish living that long? No, you haven't. I can guarantee that. Because as someone who is as big of a nerd of goldfish as I am, I never heard that one lived to its mid-40s. What? Right on. Goldfish, you know, I'm getting a little heated. I understand that, but I really love goldfish. So, goldfish. Yes? You know, he ain't a bronze fish out here. Back in ancient China, these guys were given between kings, and only the aristocracy could afford to have them. In fact, the peasants were actually banned from having goldfish. I am learning tonight, alright? Fact number 23. A school of goldfish is called a troubling, which I think is hilarious. The next part of this fact, you're getting a twofer right now. There is no leader when they school, and if one veers off, just one at random veers off, the rest will follow, and if they don't, that one will realize no one has followed him, and then just go back to the group. I don't know why I don't know why I find social pressures of a goldfish so funny, but here we are. As of late, humans have decreased their attention span. Which is why my retention rate over even a 5-minute long video is like 20%. They have a longer attention span than most people polled. I don't know how you poll a goldfish. They have an attention span of 9 seconds, according to fact number 25. That is anywhere between 1 and 2 seconds longer than your attention span. That is for sure. Alright, so I love my country. Clearly, I'm literally have signed up to die for it if I need to. But the U.S. has got to step up its goldfish game. Okay? So check this out. According to fact number 31, there are more breeds and varieties of goldfish than there are of any other species of fish. There's over 300 variety of goldfish. Mind-blowing stuff right here. Yet, the U.S. has only contributed to one, which, if we're doing a tier list of goldfish, arguably is in the lower tiers. It's the comet goldfish. It's so basic. It looks kind of like a trout. I don't know. No hate to my comet goldfish watching this, but you're kind of boring. I've never connected with the comet goldfish the same way I have with like a fantail or a black moor or something like that, you know? So throughout this article, I also read that, something I already knew, because like I said, I really like goldfish, that they're just incredibly tough to water conditions. So if your water is disgusting, they'll still probably be chilling in it. At temperatures over 100 degrees Fahrenheit, they've been recorded still just chilling, still just vibing. Ponds frozen over, you dig through the ice, you look down, and there's goldfish swimming around in the water that's still not frozen. And fun fact, according to 51, they can go into hibernation. That's pretty cool. Not too many animals can do that. So, overall, goldfish are the best fish to keep by far. If you're going to get into goldfish, I highly recommend it. Make sure you get a big enough enclosure, because although they do grow to the size of their enclosure, their organs pretty much don't stop growing. So they will die. So watch out for that. Bump those numbers up so high that betas, tetras, nothing can compete with the king that is the goldfish. All right, guys. Bonus facts. Bonus facts. Let's just get a picture of a goldfish back here. My buddy Josh, who has appeared in several other of my videos, you had a Blackmore goldfish. Don't know how this happened. That lived in a bowl, just a small little cage for it. This was years ago, by the way, many moons ago. We were like 8, and this thing lived for like 10 years. It lived a ridiculous amount of time in that bowl, and every once in a while, it would pretty much play dead, where it would just go on its side or on its back and just go up to the top of the water, and I was hauled at the roof, and it just float there. It really wouldn't be breathing or whatever, and I would come over and I'd be like, "Kind of looks like your fish is dead, man." He's like, "No," and he goes over and just goes on the glass, and it just starts breathing normally again and just starts swimming normally again. I don't know what that behavior's called. I don't know why that's caused. If you're a fish expert, an ichthyologist, if you will, please comment down below and tell me why that was happening. He's since passed on. Blessings upon his soul. He was an iconic part of my childhood, that fish was. Josh also had a cat named Fishy. That boy had never been right, I'm telling you what. Bonus fact number 2. The final bonus fact. I love calico fantail goldfish, but they are not my favorite. My favorite, let me look up how to pronounce this real quick. I'll ever seen Mojo Jojo, and I don't mean JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, but I do mean Mojo Jojo, not Jojo Rabbit, directed by Taika Waititi. Mojo Jojo. The monkey Jojo. Not the monkey that is in JoJo, but the monkey Jojo. These suckers here, they got a brain looking thing that's just on their head, and when they swim it jiggles, which I think is hilarious. I have no idea why these creatures have been bred to look like this, but here we are, living in the 21st century and doing something mean to it. As my good friend Kanye once said. So I think that's going to do it for tonight. What can I say except thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed what you saw, please subscribe, smash that like button. If you want to see more goldfish related content, comment down below and say that you want to see more goldfish related content. I had a lot of fun making this video. I'm glad I just stumbled upon that website today. Quarantine got me doing some weird things, okay? Have a good night or day, whatever time it is you're watching this. Make sure to always take the stairs. If you get tired, please pull over and give me a call. If I'm not awake, just grab yourself a hotel room. It's not worth it, okay? Your safety is not worth 20 minutes of driving. You know what I mean? Hope you enjoyed. God bless you. God bless the United States of America. Have a good night or day, whatever time of the day it is. I'm stuck in a loop. Leave me alone.